Welcome to part 2, boys. We're making our way slowly out of the Rubicon, but about 2.5 hours late with a rig that may or may not make it.
Carter ran into a bit of a situation here. Power steering. We'll take it apart first thing in the morning.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it right now.
Take it apart first thing in the morning. See if we can't make our own little seal. Okay. That's it. That's it, bud. Shut it down. So you gotta get the gear in here, and then this mark on this gear was at the top. It should now be at the bottom. Think you make it out of here? We're gonna.
Not at the rate I'm moving.
We're not gonna take it apart. You want to take it apart tonight or tomorrow?
How long were we driving? 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I already went through half that reservoir.
We'll take it apart first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it right now.
Take it apart first thing in the morning. See if we can't make our own little seal. And you got 3 cans of power steering fluid. I got a half a can of ATF.
Oh, I got a pint now too.
You got another one.
Yeah, I collected as much as I could.
You got a little bit of fluid.
Yeah, CJ's buddy's hooking up. So, but we need like gallons.
At this rate, we're gonna need gallons. This is all from like 10 minutes of driving. So, all right, boys, we'll check in the morning, get this thing torn apart, and see if we can't get it sorted. What you got going, bud? Huh?
A little bit of an orbital leak here.
We
had a lot of bit of an orbital leak. I've never seen it happen before, but
you getting into it?
yeah, luckily it's not like super hard to get off or anything. Sleeves up? Yeah.
You got a little Timmy.
Boys, let's take it to the workshop.
Right down in the fire pit. So this was our first attempt at trying to fix the leak that was coming from this orbital valve. We had to fix the leak because this thing was pissing like you wouldn't believe. If we had tried to make it out, we would have gone through probably 4 gallons of fluid. He was driving for about 10 minutes and leaked half a reservoir, which is about a quart. So we had 4 to 5 hours to go. So we had to fix the leak. There's the O-ring right there that blew out. It's on the outermost plate and the secondary plate, and it just failed over time. So we got some silicone, we put the O-ring back in, we got some silicone, tightened everything up. Carter went as far as to lather up the outside with epoxy and silicone tape, and then I think he put a hose clamp on the outside of it too, just for extra measure.
Super confident, but like there's some level of confidence.
Better than it was, probably.
All right.
Got it all tightened up, ready to go back in.
Well, you guys probably just get out of sight. I'll be moving slow, you know.
Yeah. You want me to carry the power steering fluid in my truck just to up the ante? What's this radio squawking for? Let me turn that thing down.
It's going nuts.
At this point, we're feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
We had
3 pints of power steering fluid, a quart of ATF, and I think we scrounged up another quart of ATF. And right away we could tell that the leak was fixed. But then the strangest thing started to happen. Steering was chattering, moving the wrong direction, moving on its own. We didn't know what was going on. So at this point, we are up shit's creek.
That thing has got to be...
The first roadside rebuild had went as smooth as you could possibly hope for. Tore it apart, super simple, found the O-ring that was blown out. We had silicone, we had epoxy, we had silicone tape. We guaranteed this thing wasn't going to leak again. But as soon as we put it back in, all hell broke loose.
So it's still backwards. We turn the tires and the wheel turns backwards, so we're thinking we're 180 out on the pump. So he's going to switch the lines right now and see if that lines everything up.
At least the wheels turn the right way. Yeah, right? That's a good start.
Holy smokes.
It's like it's working backwards.
Okay. That's it. That's it, bud. Shut it down. So you're 180 out. That's all there is to it.
We had all kinds of theories as to why this was happening. We had a lot of help, we had a lot of knowledgeable people there, and a lot of different ideas, but nothing seemed to work. We took the orbital valve apart 3 or 4 times, trying to reclock the gears. Assuming that was our issue, we tried bleeding for what seemed like an hour. We bled the ram, we bled the pump, we went through half a gallon of fluid just bleeding. And we just couldn't resolve the issue. No matter what we did, nothing seemed to work. And at this point it's getting late in the day, and the guys that were with us had to leave, so we did what we had to do. We packed up and got out of there.
Well, it is not fixed. I repeat, not fixed. The wheel and the tires do not line up with each other. It's still chattering like crazy, but we got to make some progress. The guys that are with us, Jason and Scott, wanted to be out of here 2.5 hours ago. They got prior engagements. We obviously want to get out of here and at some point, but we had the orbital box apart 4 times, tried everything we could, and it's not correct. So at this point, Carter's just running it, and he's made it 200 yards so far, so it may just be a long trek out. When he like I said, when he turns left, the wheels go right. So, and they go right viciously and sort of uncontrollably. So he's got his work cut out for him, no question.
So this is what failure looks like. Carter is simply a passenger in his own truck. He's got very little control, and the only real option he has is to wait for the tires to point the right direction and hit the gas. Pretty quickly he was actually able to get a handle on it, pointing the truck in the right general direction. And his saving grace is really that his truck is so well built and so capable that he doesn't have to choose the perfect line to drive through the Rubicon.
What's the word, bud? You look like you're putting in work.
I'm ready to walk back to the truck and leave her. That's the most insane condition I've ever had to drive though.
You're just lock to lock.
I can't control it. Like, I mean, I put an input and just like, it just slams. Slams. My gloves, like my hands are like hot.
Yeah.
What are you?
Keep my thumbs out of there, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Are you just taking a break or?
It started the pump started to scream.
Good and hot.
Yeah. It's a lifetime's worth of work on that.
Yeah, no doubt. Holy smokes, man. But I'm impressed with how far you've made it. Without, I mean, backed up a couple times, but
It's not the most fun driving condition.
I bet. Oh, fuck. That's not a good spot to be in. You're not going, yeah. Fuck. Your rear diff is like the worst possible spot. And you can't really go backwards. Deserves an award after this one. The other boys, Scott and Blake, are back in the trucks already. We'll be there in no time. Jason's behind us, running tail gunner. We're just trucking right along.
So going straight was the hardest thing he had to do. As you can see, it just lock to lock, left to right. Really slow, just waiting for the wheel to come back around so we can go that little bit farther.
Shit. That is absolutely brutal.
It's rough, man. It's fucking rough. We're gonna make it though.
Yeah, we are.
We're gonna load up, Get to McDonald's, get the fuck out of here, you know? It'll be alright.
Going straight is the absolute most hardest thing he's doing. So the second he touches the steering wheel, it goes full lock one direction. When he touches it the other way, it goes full lock the other direction, as you just saw. So some of the trail is actually easier than just going straight. I can't believe it, but we're at the bridge here, so we're not far off now. We may just make it out of here. We made it, boys. Best Rubicon trip yet?
Oh, that was exciting, boy. You guys gotta both try to drive this thing to the trailer. Yeah, don't put your fingers in that steering wheel, whatever you do.
Off-roading 101, right?
Yeah, and also don't like lose tension on it. You kind of gotta keep tension. You'll figure it out. Alright. Yeah, don't try to find it either. Just try to do it safe.
Only 4 more hours, boss.
You want those gloves yet?
Oh shit. No, I'm good.
Oh,
I got the experience right there.
I get what you mean by you gotta keep your palms on it,
Yeah,
right?
you gotta have like constant tension on it.
Wow.
It's fucking wild.
I don't know how you do that.
Great difficulty.
Yeah, that was.
I feel like I accomplished now though, you know? Like
5.5 hours.
challenge,
Not bad.
you know?
That is
Overcame.
insane.
I'm signing off on this one. Boys, we made it all the way back. Jason and I had a blast. Carter
I had a
was
blast too. That was pretty fun.
working pretty hard.
We still
But
have to winch your van out, don't we?
That was a new experience.
no, I'm gonna drive it out unloaded
Oh,
and see if I can do that. It's gonna be Stephanie's first time driving the crawler,
Should go great.
or stick shift.
Or any.
So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Looking good, babe. Looking good.